Hi, my name is Jamil, and this video is for the learning outcome tree for the subject English 4. The topic today I'm going to talk is about the 43 of Ayotzinapa or the case of Ayotzinapa. In 2040, 43 students from the Ayotzinapa Rural Teachers College disappeared in Iguala Guerrero, although the official explanation was released quickly. Many questioned its reliability, what really happened that night, and why did local police act so violently. The students had planned to join in a protest in Mexico City. However, their buses were intercepted by police who allegedly collaborate with organized crime. Some students were killed immediately, others were detained and never seen again. Authorities claim the bodies were incinerated in a garbage dump, but investigators would later do studies that disapproved this theory. Despite government reports, international experts such as the GIAI found strong evidence of a cover up. They discovered what many fear records had been altered. Testimonies were extracted under torture and messages were deleted. If officials had done their jobs correctly, the outcome might have been very different. Traditional investigations reveal disturbing facts. Not only had the police act unlawfully, but the military may have been watching without intervening, and people began to ask, could the armed forces had stopped the events? Should they have protected the students instead? Under President Lopez Obrador's administration, the case was reopened. New evidence emerged, and even former Attorney General was charged with concealing evidence in the case. Families who had protested for years felt a glimmer of hope. Although progress was made, the truth remained incomplete, and only a few students were identified through forensic analysis. In spite of continued efforts, the full story is still unknown. The victims' families continue to demand justice. They often said, vivos se los llevaron, vivos los queremos. A phrase that reflects a grief and resistance. Despite the government's promises, trust remains broken. This case has made people rethink how justice is carried out in Mexico. It also clears out what happens when power is abused and truth is hidden. If real justice had been done earlier, the pain could have been lessened. If I could do something in this case, it would be to make a podcast because the way to solve this for me is to make noise by maybe inviting families or researchers to share what they have found.